Greetings, welcome to Die presents Flotsam and Jetsam, Season 1, Episode 15. I am your host, but not your DM, Ahmed, Mark, and I get to play.
Yeah.
How's it
Been a
going?
minute.
It's been a minute, Ahmed. How are you doing, bud?
I am good. Today was the last day of practice for the season for the boys in water polo. Today was Parents versus Kids Day.
Oh, it's a
Ah,
fancy sport.
oh
Whoa,
yes,
water
yes. It's
polo.
quite fantastic.
No,
Ah,
it's not the horse polo. It's the people in bathing suits trying to
water
drown
polo,
each other.
swimming, water
Not
polo.
horses.
That was my favorite day of my daughter's taekwondo class. Kidding.
So swimming back and
Sure,
forth. I can
in
swim.
fact, you can.
I can
Can you
swim
tread
really
water?
well. I can do it really well.
Because you're
After
built like a
15 minutes.
lunchbox. So
Oh, I
Don't
float
start-
though. I float
you
really
do?
well.
Okay.
I also float. I've got enough. I've got enough
So
extra.
this
but
is
I float.
funny. I've never experienced this before, but when I turn my head, the beard drags. It's not a lot, but it's like, oh, this is annoying.
There's a reason why you don't see any Olympic swimmers with beards.
Yeah.
So anyways, about 15 minutes in, my mind was like, swim back, swim forth, and my heart decided to say, no.
How about explode?
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's not good. I felt my head turn red. It wasn't good. So now when they're playing games and the ball goes back and forth, instead of going like, go swim, they're like, yes, take it easy. Take it easy, guys. It's not that. I understand what you're going through now. So I'm just taking a step back from being so aggressive as a parent. You got that? No, it's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it.
Ahmed is getting close to the point where his sons are going to be better at physical things than him.
Sure, yeah, that's gonna happen soon.
Right, but that's a thing. Usually, there's either it's embraced and done in a very like with cheers, or with it becomes a point of contention.
Oh no, I gave up on myself a long time ago.
Okay, all right.
There's
There's no ego to overcome.
There's no illusions there.
That's
There's no
actually-
illusions there. I know where I'm going.
You could have phrased that as in, I believe in my kids. It's like, no, I don't believe in me. I
know where
can't
I'm
do
headed.
anything.
You start going downhill. I'm going full speed.
And then to get back to the conversation we were having in chat as the countdown was going on. Mark's hot take is all music sucks. Is a waste of time.
Oh, and
Here's where I will kind of agree with you. So we've become so niche with our music. Picture a tree that keeps on branching and branching and branching and branching. There are 2 million artists on Spotify. There's no way you can listen to them all. And the more we branch, the more crappy music, if you only like a certain type of music, there will be, out there. So the vast...
You can go back to the beginning of music. Most people are going, okay, they had one good song. That group had one good song out of their entire catalog, maybe 2.
So
The best bands have a handful.
I'm going to point to pop music for a second.
Yes.
I'm going to call out. There's a state in pop music. Max Martin is like the most famous of these guys, but there's like 3 people that write a majority of the pop music. So there's one writer who is the writer for Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Celine Dion, Britney Spears, Taylor Swift, Pink, Usher, Avril Lavigne, Katy Perry, Christina Aguilera.
I have to stop you.
The
I have to
Weeknd,
stop you.
Coldplay.
You know these names really well. You're naming them
I
too.
did my
Are you
research and pulled up the
reading
article.
the internet? Okay,
I-
so
I-
there's
I'm reading the
a
article.
movie where you meet one of those guys, the master behind the music,
Yeah.
and he's an asshole in the movie. But there's a fun scene in the movie called Under Silver Lake. I'm pretty sure this is the one. Yeah. This,
The
I
number
think this is the one.
number one songwriter in the world is some Swedish dude you've never heard of.
Yep.
and all of the
Jimmy.
ear poison, mindworm stuff. Very catchy, but it's one crazy Swedish
I'm
band.
not even talking about the catchy stuff. I'm talking about the B-side trash you listen to once. You're like, yeah, never again. Okay, young people today have no idea how good they had it. Or, sorry, they have it, where they can go, I'm buying that one song. Because when I was a teenager, I paid $20 for a CD for a song, for one song, maybe two that I liked on the entire fucking album.
See, what that did to me is like a good abusive relationship. You learn to love it. You tell yourself that
I learned to wait for greatest hits albums. That's what I fucking learned.
It was the
and that's why we made our own mixed CDs and our mixtapes before that.
Yes, that's what happened. Yes, we made our own.
I don't want to listen to the whole fucking album. Although Led Zeppelin, there are a few albums that I still will listen to like front to back. Like pick any Led Zeppelin.
There's only one I have ever listened to front to back and enjoyed, and that was the AC/DC Live. Which is shocking because I usually hate live albums.
So AC/DC, that I know the album you're talking of. That one's amazing.
Mark,
it's also greatest hits.
It's not all music. You just admitted it's not all.
No. Most of AC/DC's music sucks.
I know.
That's just all their bands collected.
We got you to back down from all to most. I consider that a win.
No. Music as a whole sucks because it's a vast majority of failure.
I'm agreeing. I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
Can't get it out of your head. Fucking failure.
Guys, I gotta say something. We sound like a bunch of old men.
Get a real job.
Music's bad.
People are failure.
AI is going to ruin like the next generation of.
I can't swim anymore.
AI will ruin.
I just want to point out that the Stockholm syndrome of financial decisions, and it might be because of my age, I'm a little bit younger. So when I bought Results May Vary from Limp Bizkit, it's the Green album. I'm like, I listened to that whole thing front to back, knew all the words to every track, and I listened to it repeatedly because it was one of the 5 CDs I owned. You had to like it because it was one of the 5 CDs you owned, and driving to work was 45 minutes each way. So...
There are about 4 or 5 industrial albums that I probably, under different circumstances, wouldn't think are amazing because those were the 5 CDs in the car when you're on the massive work road trip, right? Yep. Anyways, all right. Why don't we do a recap of what happened last time? Unless you want to keep on chit chatting, I think that was a good discussion. I violently agree with you, Mark. Because 80% of it sucks. It's finding those 20% gems that are, or whatever percentage we're arguing about.
It's squeezing the nuggets of gold.
That's right. That's right.
Out of the mountain of feces.
Yes, and for me to discover new music that I like, that's more than just a single track on for an artist is like just rediscovering Gary Newman. There are 2 albums that I listened to throughout the entirety of the pandemic. Like, there was the smartest soundtrack to the pandemic. Like, the great. Anyways.
Gary Newman, just the name reminds me of the Disney guy.
Randy Newman.
Yes, Randy Newman.
Randy Newman, yes.
So every time you say Gary Newman, I'm like, I'm standing over here and doing the thing.
It would be funny if that's what Marty just listened to for years on end, sitting alone in his apartment during fear times. Marty would have gone nuts. All right. Or more nuts. All right. An unsafe workplace. The Promise and her crew continue to suffer from the curse of the dead man's lament, with an ever-increasing number of accidents and continued hauntings in their sleep. The crew deliberates over their next course of action, their opinions divided. Sorry. Ganzorig tries to hunt for a bird so he can cast an animal messenger spell. Molgromere surveys the hull in a risky aquatic maneuver and makes a grim discovery. Necrobarnacles. And Jin She and Kahren concoct a plan to try to keep the curse at bay. And then I'd asked Adam, like, where are we on the map? And we walked through a little bit of where has the boat been. So if you want to give us a summary of
basically, let me just do a center players on current view. when most of the passengers of the Wormwood were recruited for their service as pirates in the area of the Iron Kingdoms. So they ended up actually sailing through this pass, following a passage up north. Around here is where they ended up having a. They were preyed upon by the Promise and the skull-faced pirates within Molgromere's crew. At that point, there was a period of time where there was a little bit of travel of the two boats going in the same direction, but they were traveling at a much reduced speed. It was a couple of weeks while they were sorting out and negotiating and figuring out what they were going to do. The Promise then journeyed closer to the Jade Kingdom, trying to avoid the Isle of the Immense. Bad things happen to people who wander too close to that island. To the point where they got out around this region here, just before crossing between the basically the Jade Kingdoms and then coming across to the nation on the other side, is when they encountered I forgot his name. They picked up their stragglers stranded at sea, survivors of the El Pez. They then sailed south to the wreck of the El Pez, picked up their artifact that was totally not cursed, and began having their interactions with the Green Lady. The cursing, they basically followed a circuitous path towards the Shackles, and they're currently about 3 days out from the Shackles and
So
meeting
3 days away.
3 days away. Yeah. And just a bit of notes since we're on this view. The general currents of the place are operating in generally this fashion. So this particular method of cutting across the Shackles isn't necessarily the most efficient way to sail, but avoiding the Eye of Fathoms is important because the Eye of Fathoms is well known to be a place of great storms and disappearances, and generally you need very large male reproductive bits if you want to go in there and survive.
And the Shackles is a series of islands that basically are in that triangular area.
Yeah, the Shackles is a series of fought over islands. Generally, lawless isn't the right word, but they follow pirates' law within there. And there's a couple of different groups that vie for power, but it's a good place to like disappear. They've got a lot of markets that are available, and if you have ill-gotten gain, you can definitely do things there. Additionally, what Molgromere knows is the Wormwood as a ship. Sorry, that's the Wormwood. The Promise as a ship is currently hot. So one of the things that you're trying to do at the Shackles is to get your ship like reconsecrated.
We're getting the VIN number shaved off and a new.
You're basically getting a new VIN number for your ship, because you've been aboard this ship for a couple of years, but the whole time you haven't been able to go to civilized ports because at the docks it would become an issue.
A few other things: the Acunian Steppes were up here. The Ruakian Empire is this massive area.
Yes,
and then Langhua, I think, was the city that turned all shadowy, where Sun Wu was. It was in that area.
And then I don't know if you can see it, but Myth Sylvan Dressy, where the Green Lady is from, is all the way up here. So she would have sailed a long way.
Now we know how she.
Yeah, that makes that artifact even more important to her.
She done spent the better part of a year coming this way, if not a little bit more than a year.
Yeah, she's gonna follow us. There's no way she's letting it go.
Oh man. Okay, I'll save this.
We don't know that though.
I'll save this and then go back to the.
Sun Wu is one die roll away from knowing that. I mean, he is technically the geographer of the group. He's the navigator for the ship.
He needs to level in order to get a rank geography.
You just have a guy who's really good at taking pop quizzes. Okay. All right. So you were
we left off. I think as we got up, there was a plan.
Yep.
While Ganzorig was hunting for birds, after preparing spells, it was Kahren. Where are all the tokens? Kahren.
right here.
Kahren, Molgromere, Sunwoo, Jin She, and we'll say Banta.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this token?
Banta would be by. Right, he's right here.
All right, he was nearby digging around for some bottles or something.
He was doing Banta things.
I'm finding relevant things to me. You know what I mean? Good stuff. Good quality.
We were going to go down into the bilge. Suspiciously, there is no bilge map, and Adam has been hiding it for a while.
All right. So
I have a very bad feeling about us, boys.
let's bilge. Yeah. So give us a second.
Jin She pauses for a moment and turns to Molgromere. Molgromere, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Was the penchant and makeup of your last crew the cause of the necromantic barnacles? Or do you think the curse is? You did have many undead beings aboard.
I'm assuming we had our ship stripped of barnacles at least a couple months while I was aboard.
Yeah.
And they weren't necromantic barnacles then.
No, you didn't have accursed, horrible barnacles. You knew before that. You had a chance to strip them. You should have been due kind of like the end of this particular season, so like in the fall time frame. And what he's describing is not like a ship in ill repair level of barnacle growth.
Yeah.
And your ship was not in ill repair. Your ship was just low on funds.
No, this is an unnatural amount of barnacles since the last time we had it done.
Oh, that's right. You had undead aboard. That explains some of the stains that I keep on finding.
Barnacle.
Barnacle.
Barnacle. Barnabas. We'll trade Barnabas. We'll trade fucking Molgromere for Barnabas any day.
I know how to sail a ship. Fuck off.
Fuck off. I can do it myself. Just sailing the planes. 17th level Barnabas shows up. I'm in charge now.
You don't work for me. Fuck off. I'll be drinking in the ship.
Getting defeated in hand-to-hand combat by Barnabas would be absolutely dismaying, even for a 4th level warrior.
Yep. Hey, for a short time, there's a chance it could happen there. Barnabas had a kick-ass CMB, could have grappled the crap out of you because he was adding his int mod. I realized I was not using that feat. So
what is Banta do? What is Banta doing, Ahmed?
Drinking.
Yeah.
I know this character.
What are you doing down here? This is where we keep the sick people.
Banta needs to train. You need training too. You need to grow stronger. More fur for you. Come, sit. He's like trying to grab him so he can like hug him. He's laying down just like that. He's like, come.
He climbs away from you. Well, I don't think I can stomach that right now.
I think he thinks you're like fuzzy teddy bear for him.
Yeah. Yes.
I see the way he pinches Katana.
He's a lucky one.
I'm not interested in you, bud.
You know you'll find me training hard.
Trying to pickle himself for something. Where is the entrance to the bilge?
All right. The entrance to the bilge is under the stairs. So
Like
it is right there.
On the back side of the stairs kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sunwoo will start making his way over.
All right.
Jin She is going to pause for a moment to check on sprained wrist guy and broken leg guy.
All right. Yeah. Broken leg guy is going to. I think we actually had dates on them. Give me a second. The Dex. Broken leg. Yeah, a broken leg is out for a while. Sprained wrist would be having penalties on all of his checks.
We put sprained wrist guy on light duty for a while. He can swab some decks as best he can. Broken leg guy, yeah, he's not walking around, but he can mend sails. Don't need to stand up to do that.
All right, so Molgromere's
no free rides.
Molgromere's putting them to work. Okay. Oh, no free rides.
Don't worry. A little bit of exercise will do that leg well.
Someone looks back at Banta when you say no free rides.
Tell me when my shift is coming. I'll take. He's resting his eyelids.
I'm pretty sure his breath is flammable.
Yes, well, I guess you will be working night shift.
I wonder if he's trying to get to the point where his piss is flammable.
I think his sweat is flammable at this point.
But we could check. Oh, he smells bad though.
Yeah, opens one eye, try to make this flammable. that's a big one, Rip. Nice gassy one.
Just for the record, I've seen it done. It can be done. It ends badly, but it can be
Fireball.
Are you sure we can't have a contest with the stone before we, everybody comes down and tries to pick up the stone?
Well, I'll tell you what. You can go first, and if anyone wants to challenge you, they can.
Jin is... You're the one doing the work, so Jin is making you go down first, and he'll follow.
What stone? He's rolling around, rolling over. He's heavy.
It needs to be heavy. Hey, Banta.
Yeah?
It smells down here. And you kind of smell. Do you want to go first?
Oh, he's there.
Red is pulling up the big steel grate that separates the bilge from the rest of the ship.
Is there light down there?
More.
It is dark down there.
All right.
And there's a sound of dripping and a very musty smell. Give me a profession sailor.
All right. I profession sail for you.
And I will, on a separate map, I will unfog a space. The scale's a little funky. I apologize for that.
18.
18?
Not
It's
well.
a little ripe down there.
It's not smell good, Captain. It's not good for ship.
Right. So just to make things straightforward, I'm going to on the bilge map unfog a chunk of the darkness to be above deck, and then we will have the we'll put the people who are involved there, and you'll call for backup. We can bring them in as needed. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. Tool center players, enforce players to current map.
Ah.
The fuck? Oh, we're looking down into.
Yeah,
the
this
bilge?
is looking down into the bilge.
It's gross down there.
So
who's
going down the ladder?
What is this?
That is water.
Jin
That
is casting light on.
The bilge is usually between ankle and waist deep seawater and stones. There's a couple of pumps that are used to remove excess seawater from the bilge, but it's used to ballast the ship. You do know that the space it's relatively open. There's a bunch of the whole place is effectively difficult terrain, as well as if your ship was extremely low on cargo, which it's not. It might even get up to sort of like chest or further, where you could
to keep it level.
To keep it level. So there'd be swim checks involved. But since you're rather heavily loaded at this point in time, the bilges should be
pretty
knee deepish or so, and then it's difficult terrain down there.
It's difficult terrain. So, snow light. Okay, sure. Banta will go down there. He's gonna drink a mutagen.
Jin's casting a light spell on Karen's hat.
Okay. Karen is casting a light spell on Banta's sash. No, actually, no. Karen is like, no, fuck it. I can't. What I can't see, I can't see. I'll prep a light spell next time. Nope, he doesn't have light spell. Okay. He's like,
Molgromere provides you with a light spell.
Oh, Sunwoo cast one. So Karen has one and Banta has one.
Captain.
No, Jin's the one that cast it.
No, Jin.
I mean, Sunwoo can.
Sorry, I'm not trying to bogart it. It's just the. Okay. Karen is now holding out his fist, going like with Banta, going for who goes first.
No, Banta's going defensively down there.
Perfect.
It's like,
Okay. You're going defensively? Does that mean like sneaking?
No, I'm not sneaking. I'm going defensive.
Okay.
I guess it can be an immediate thing, but sure.
Sunwoo will cast when he smells the badness, he'll cast a shield spell on himself.
Okay. Banta, I'm going to just move your token. You're climbing down the ladder into this space. It is...
For Molgromere, does this smell more rotten than it usually does? Because I mean, I imagine it doesn't normally smell good.
It doesn't normally smell good, but it's usually just like the sea. Because the water in here is on a not completely irregular basis being like swapped out with new seawater, right? Like you're pumping water in and out constantly. It's like, as much as you like to think the boat is completely leak proof, that is not true.
It is not.
No.
No, it's not.
Question, Adam, when I get down there, is there a way to swing around the Naginata? Is there a space?
There'll be space to swing around the Naginata. In here, there's probably going to be like spaces with cover and stuff, but you could definitely, it's not completely inaccessible. Again, if you had a really high bilge because you weren't carrying any cargo, then you'd be underwater, or like you'd have to swim, like swim jets. Yeah.
10 minutes and then my heart says no. Got it.
I'm assuming Banta is in slightly better physical condition than Ahmed.
I see that. I guarantee you he is.
Probably.
All right. Okay, you make your way down. There's a wall covering a space behind you on one side, and then a big briny chamber that is dark. You give me a perception check.
Yep. It's time to clean you. It's filthy down here.
Who the fuck is he talking to?
Which is so. And now looking in stream, how I unfogged it, me wasting my time drawing the outline of a boat was
silly.
23.
It's okay. It's all good.
On the other map, that was the wrong size completely. I put in some like ribs and stuff. I was like, no, it's just a little train. 23. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely some creepy crawlies down here. You can basically see some very large.
Dang, that's me-sized rats.
Yes, very large rats.
Whoa!
Generally swimming in your direction.
Oh, they have swim speeds.
And then there's a problem somewhere in the back. It's currently prone.
That is hideous. Where the hell did you get these pictures?
Yay!
Captain, this is not the kind of ship or zoo you should be keeping.
Molgromere is not the captain. And were you talking to yourself when you said you needed to clean yourself?
No, clean the ship. You don't talk to your ship. What's wrong with you?
Okay. Basically, people who aren't Banta can take one last action as the combat is starting, and basically the.
Okay. Sunwoo's going to cast a rope trick with the rope dangling down into the hole.
Okay. Kahren will drink his mutagen.
I think Molgromere will drink his mutagen as well.
And he climbs into the rope trick as his.
It's a like
Oh,
a
surprise. Okay, so we've got a
you
thing.
create the rope. Okay. Kahren drinks his mutagen. Okay. The surprise round that ends up occurring because there was one thing that wasn't known in the initiative.
Jin casts a. What do you think, Mark? Bark Skin or Vine Strike?
Jin, I go with Vine
Skin.
Strike.
Okay.
Bark Skin myself.
All right.
It's a druid.
Strike.
Okay. Let's get the initiative sheet going.
Cool. What am I adding here?
Okay. Combat initiative sheet. All right. So we have rats, mama rat, and then we have unfortunate soul.
Oh. You mean me or an unfortunate soul?
A poor unfortunate soul. I understand that they are related to pirate ships. All right.
Oh, I thought that was initiative list. I'm like, oh, this is bad for Banta. Everybody and the grandmother's going first.
All right. The rats.
Molgromere got a 1 again. Fucking funny.
Of course.
All right. So the rats have a +5. Mama rat has a +3. The unfortunate soul. Second. Oh, not that one. All right. Oh my word! +6 initiative for the unfortunate soul. Okay.
Oh, what part can't I see in the ship?
There's a like basically you're climbing down a ladder here. There's actually something that the ladder, like a piece of wall that the ladder is attached to. So there's a little bit of the front of the ship that you can't actually see.
Okay, so I can be surprised from something behind me.
There could be something behind you. Okay.
But it'll have to come around like either this way or this way.
The only thing in the surprise round, there's some motion and a weird like bony hand is coming out from underneath the large rat with the undulating stomach. Just a bony hand comes out from the water over here. It does nothing beyond that during the surprise.
Yeah, you captain. He's
not the captain.
He's undead here, Captain.
Get out of the way, Smelly.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't know any of our names.
Hey, Hatman, come down.
Okay.
Hatman.
He doesn't know our names.
No.
He thinks Molgromere is the captain.
Okay, Kahren hops down. Oh my word.
I mean, don't get me wrong, you might make an okay captain.
It's just gonna go poorly for him when he actually meets the captain. That's all.
Molgromere, is this the state that you keep your ship? You're disgusting.
I order you to clean out the rats.
Yes, Captain.
I don't respond well to orders. I'll clean out the rats, but not because you told me to. It's because it's fucking gross. Kahren will move so that's 30 feet of movement towards the rat. He's gonna rage and bap at one. He's using his war mug at this point. He doesn't have the Tetsubo out. Okay, we don't have a is +11. 1d20 +11 +2 +2 -2. AC 22. absolutely blasts the very, very disgusting rat with which you don't want to be bitten. Okay, Karen's damage is D6 plus 13.
Sorry.
17 damage. The rat is going to soak 4 of it.
All right. Big Con. All right. You're diseased. I get it. Big Con.
There's something wrong with the rats.
It's still alive. Oh no!
I bashed it in the head. It's not bloody.
Oh, crap.
Oh, okay.
No, Banta does not want to be here. Goodbye. I kid that, man. I kid.
Jin She.
Just see, I'm not that drunk.
Jin She just gently reminds Molgromere, "You are not the captain." Because Jin.
Yes.
Takes that shit seriously.
Yep.
Yes, thank you, Jin. Get in the fucking hole.
There's a slow nod from Jin. Jin doesn't like this filth. He doesn't like this filth. All right. He's gonna slither down the ladder. Is there room for him here?
There is, but it is. You have, like, for Jin, he's going to be squeezing while he's down here because there isn't enough height for you to stand proper. Like, it's not, like, vertically tall enough.
What's Jin's reach? So I know how to play.
Squeezing, I'm not. It's 10, but he could take it a pull arm and make it 20.
Long.
I think if we're gonna squeeze down there, we're gonna cast a bark skin on ourselves before going down.
Mm-hmm. If you're squeezing and it's so you're not gonna be able to move, right?
Squeezing is just a difficult terrain, -4 to hit, -4 AC.
So it's double difficult terrain.
Double difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain for.
Yeah. So
does Jin She have a swim speed?
Yes.
Then you can treat the difficult terrain as not being difficult terrain. You'd then be using your swim movement as your.
He gets to there, or you can get to behind the ladder.
Okay. I will unfog.
He's gonna go behind the ladder. Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. You get behind the ladder. This place feels like wrong and sick. It is against life down here. Jin She.
The darkness has crawled into the bilge. This is what he reports to Molgromere.
Okay. Mama Rat is crawling, half like backstroking, making.
I know the feeling.
Horrible noises as it triple moves.
Been there, done that.
It's trying to force its way closer to the food morsels.
You.
Okay. Sun Wu.
It's gonna 5
You
foot step down the rope with the climb speed.
Okay.
Oh. He is going to.
You have low light vision, I think.
He has low light.
Okay, so you can basically everything except for the very back of the ship you can see.
There is some skeleton hand under.
In fact, it's shadowy at the very back of the ship.
Okay. Nice of it to run into. All right. In his hand was the Caliban's flare gun.
Okay.
He's going to move action to attach a alchemist fire to the flare gun.
Set Mama on fire. Kill it with fire.
He then, with the penalty, is going to fire the flare gun,
Okay.
which is range 30 feet touch
Okay.
at the Big Mama.
All right. Big Mama's touch AC. She is prone, so that helps her touch AC against a ranged attack. But that would be minus. So her touch AC 15.
It's pretty good.
It's
That's pretty good.
her distended jiggly belly is keeping her from moving correctly.
Oh, nat 1. So we've got a misfire and
Oh,
vigil.
yeah, the
critical.
flammable guy
We're
next to you
exploding
explodes.
Banta. We found out Banta is very flammable.
22. Would that have hit?
Yeah, that would have hit.
All right, and then I think the gun is broken. Is that how misfires work?
Yep.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay,
It's broken. If you do it again, the gun explodes.
Yep.
And then you have to basically get somebody who uses guns to clear the malfunction.
Oh, that was anticlimactic. So then he's going to use his last move.
What are you doing?
Climb the ladder.
I think you've got something blocking the barrel. You shoved the thing right in the barrel.
Oh, sorry, he's still sickened. That's AC 20 touch would have still got it?
The AC 20 touch still hits.
Okay.
As in, you're just getting over your seasickness. Yeah. Oh, good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. They cleaned the HVAC system, which caused a lot of dust yesterday in my apartment. All right. All right, yeah, as his last action, he goes up into the rope trick. Oh,
Okay.
he's shaking the gun as it's steaming, and he's trying to flick off the burning bits because he stuck an alchemist bomb onto it. I think the alchemist bomb also got used.
Okay, the unfortunate soul, no longer pinned under the rat mother, is standing up out of the water.
Steven, is that where you went?
He is wearing clothes of someone who would be a member of one of the crew.
Oh, yeah, there is one guy here. He's not here. You're.
He's going to point. We've got 4 people that we could point at.
Sunwoo's in the rope trick.
We have 3 people we can point at because the rope is not pointable.
He also has funny hat.
Banta, Jin She, Banta, Kahren. So he points at Kahren. You left me. Pointing at Kahren and is saying words about how Kahren has done him wrong.
Kahren, why you? Kahren, is that your name? Why you leave him?
Oh. They're piling on.
That's good. I like that.
Perfect.
Why did you do that?
Why are you such an asshole? 22? I take no responsibility.
Good job.
Yeah, Kahren is, I believe.
Likely story.
Give me a second. Does this have a secondary effect? Yes. Kahren is shaken for a round. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault.
You sound guilty. Listen to your voice, all shaken.
Oh, shaken about it. Why were you shaken if you don't feel guilty? Yeah, the unfortunate soul is condemning Kahren for leaving him down here to die. All right. Next on the initiative list is Banta. Banta Verada Nectu.
5, 10, 15. I'm going to flurry this guy and ready a flurry for anything that comes in.
Are you of a monk level where you would
Wait a
get
minute.
multiple flurries?
I
You're
moved.
4th level.
You can flurry once.
I can flurry once.
And
I'm
believe
used to
your first
different
attack
types of
action.
monks.
Yeah, you're used to more powerful monks. despite the fact that you have an epic built monk in terms of look at that muscle structure. he's 4th level.
I will flurry you, ugly rat. Okay, so hold on. I want to flurry this guy. Power attack.
I actually think I'm gonna make a wrestler for my video game that looks like Banta.
And it's awesome. It's just like
Neck.
it's
no
the
neck.
anime Jack
Head.
Grandpa, where it's like they just rip his shirt off and they're just like, oh my god.
In my game, he'll just be the old guy that
Chest
puts people in ankle locks and breaks their legs.
So flurry, and then I will aid. Yeah, flurry, and I'll aid Kahren on one of his attacks. Actually, no, I'll attack twice. Screw it. All right, let's do it. Flurry, power attack. Plus 9s, eh? Nope. Son of a bitch. All right, so first one's a miss. 28.
28 is a hit.
Right on, Banta. 1d8 plus 14. 18 battle damage.
That's really good damage. So 31. I believe that bloodies the rat.
Oh damn! Oh damn! All right, I'm
That's
gonna.
a mean rat.
Can I use? Can I use the Naginata in close? Or does it have to be at 10?
I don't believe it's a reach weapon. Also, that did not bloody the rat.
Yeah, Naginata is our reach.
It's a reach weapon, yeah. But can I use it in?
Not without powers or beats or something.
No.
Okay, so I'll just attack again normally.
Adam was thinking of Naginatas as like how they actually are. They're not like the
I
Yari
know.
or whatever they call it. The whatever.
Yep, this is it's back.
How did your attack drop to?
It's from 9. Oh, 9. It doesn't matter. Roll to 1 anyways. But 9 should have been 11. Yeah, mine's should have been a 6. So 6 plus 13. With a 13, I've hit this rat.
No.
All right on. Here we go. Round 1. Take 1 point of con damage.
Fortitude save.
Perfect.
You pull up the Naginata.
Just welcome back, Ahmed. Here's your con damage.
Here we go. We're back.
Oh,
We're back,
it's like
baby.
he cut himself in this horrible place. Festering wound.
All right, let's see. Fort save. Say con or just fort?
Fortitude save.
Stepping on
Right.
broken-
DC the AC of the opponent.
Like
All
next game-
right.
It's like next game he'll be immune to disease. Next game.
Okay, you pull out your Naginata, you take this swing as you're twisting, you end up like wrenching your hip a little bit. There's a bit of a pop. You can still move, but it just hurts and does not feel good.
I know the feeling. All right. 1 con.
Yeah, 1 con damage from a arthritic hip.
I bet I need some more drink. I'm gonna use an immediate action. Give myself AC.
Okay, you have no reaction for the round unless you have combat reflexes.
No, you're using a swift action to give yourself a AC. You have reactions still.
Oh, swift.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Not immediate.
So,
All right.
let's see.
And he was drinking before, so he probably had a drunken key.
Fine by me.
Yeah.
All right. Rats. Get them, boys. All right. Kahren or Banta. Banta got hurt. Kahren is scared. Somewhat cowardly. Basically, they're
Naginata.
packing in. And
Do I have combat reflexes?
I don't know.
Let's check that. This is important.
Okay, so the rat at the bottom is attacking 3 times.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, let's do this.
It's attacking Karen. Oh,
So-
go ahead.
2 attacks on those rats.
Power attacking Naginata for you with your mutagen, you should be at a +10.
Plus 10. Power attacking, yeah, plus 8. Yes. Plus 10 and then plus
10.
15. Yeah, plus 10 and then plus. Ooh. 15 misses, I assume.
1 miss, 1 hit.
Is there anything I can do with key points to get a bonus on that?
You've already used. I think you're limited to 1.
Oh,
key
I've already
point
used
per
it.
round.
Yeah, I already used it. Yeah, right. Sorry. 1 hit. Okay, so it's gonna be
+16.
yeah, 2-handed. Damage.
It's going to absorb 4 of that on the way in, and then the one at the bottom is going to be attacking Karen. The one in the middle, I'm going to roll a d2. 1 is Banta, 2 is Karen. It's going to be attacking Karen, and then the one to the north that just got absolutely blasted in the face is going for Banta. All right, 2 number 1d20 plus 9.
Yeah, let me figure my AC. Plus 4.
Okay, so AC 29 and AC 25. Karen, critical threat.
What?
No. AC 16 to confirm. All right, Karen, what's your fucking AC?
That misses.
Yeah,
His
16.
AC
Good.
16
19
misses.
plus mutagen, and I don't know if his rage is which kind. Of rage he is.
He's got the. I think he's got the cool boy min max rage. So yeah.
No hit points, but just strength. Okay.
Yep.
No.
So yeah, his AC is currently 21. And he probably should be wielding that shield right now, but he wasn't because he wasn't expecting this. All right, so he gets hit twice by horrible threats. So that is 10 damage on the first one and 12 damage on the second.
Wow.
He's going to absorb some of this. He can fix armor and stuff. Does he want to?
His armor is hard.
His armor would be
9, so
dented by
would be
this.
Dented. His con is plus.
His con's a
2.
little weak. Yeah.
My con sucks. Con's plus 1
He has
now.
a buckler. Oh, no, he doesn't have a buckler.
No, he's looking for a buckler. We'll fight for buckler. Yeah, he has a shield that he doesn't currently have out, but he should have out. He'll take that out on his next turn. He's going to block that with his con, just because this doesn't feel like it's ready for all the AC for days. Actually, he's going to sit on it and just he's going to not absorb, because something bad might happen on a future hit. So that's 22. He's not bloodied, but he is definitely hurt. The next attacks.
Banta.
No, against Karen.
Oh crap!
Both miss.
Oh wait, that's he. How many attacks does a rat have?
3 action system.
Oh, you've attacked 4 times.
2 rats.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. And then the one rat at the south's last attack, AC 6 doesn't hit.
My bad.
All right.
Yeah.
Karen got hit twice. He gets to make 2 fort saves for funsies, for no reason whatsoever. Okay.
Fever.
His lowest is a 14.
Rat was sitting on the dead guy.
All right. I'm just going to make a little note on Karen.
In for good times.
All right. Okay. So that is Karen. Oh, now it's Banta. Banta. All right, Banta.
Did you skip Molgromere? Because I think you did.
No, the rats are attacking.
Molgromere goes last.
Oh, I thought you were saying the rats were going.
No, the rats are continuing to go. AC 23 against Banta.
No.
Your Banta was going rather. What is your AC?
27 right now.
He used an action to grant himself plus.
Oh,
50.
yeah,
That's where he sees. Good.
Yeah.
And then AC 12. Okay,
No
they're
go.
all over me. Oh, also, I forgot the -2 on those saving throws from the fear. So yeah, Molgromere.
You look like a pile of poop from here.
Currently has a rat held up against his like face and throat area, and there's like this weird like.
Don't kiss rat.
Don't worry, your first mate will be down to save you as soon as I drink this shield extract.
Hurry, Captain.
Okay, now
He just said first.
remind me, in this system, can you move and draw your weapon set at the same time?
Not yet. Right now, it's an action, but you get to do whatever weapon drawing and sheathing. That was
Okay. So he will drink the shield extract.
Although you could have had your weapon out and drink your shield extract, you didn't have to actually put your weapon away. Like you could have been.
Well, I don't think he had the weapon out. Just
this is part of like Kahren not standing there with a shield. Like he's we're going to go man a pump and go.
Yeah.
Was the plan.
Yeah, Molgromere was planning on just standing there and yelling at them. So, so he pulls out his weapon set and
Marty might not have liked this explanation. His blinks got longer.
Get in the hole! You dirty orc.
Ganzorig's up there.
How far down is it?
It is about like 12 feet down, and then it's like a low ceiling down here.
Okay, so
and it's like a very low ceiling on the edge, and it's like a man can stand pretty straight up in the.
All right, so I'm going to 5-foot step into the hole.
Okay.
And I will make an acrobatics check to reduce the damage.
Okay. Just jumping down. Okay.
So I take d6 damage.
Okay. You take d6 damage, and you fall prone in the water.
I don't know.
Oh, oops! That's too much. I don't think the d6 is gonna. I doubt the d6 is that harsh.
Jin She cocks his head off to the side a little bit, like wondering why you.
I am a distraction. Get it.
Okay. Are you? You hold your breath, right? You don't breathe.
That's correct.
Okay. Are you holding your breath, or are you breathing the?
No.
No. Okay.
You can't breathe the water. So.
I'm just checking. You might be like, oh, I want to gargle the water. Kahren. Kahren is not feeling great about himself. Is getting his ass chewed by rats. He's going to spend an action to draw his shield. And it's
You can do it, buddy.
Battle mug and shield. He's going
Get your head in the game. Come on.
He's going to use a swift action to heal himself for 12.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it's a cool thing that they can do.
He's spitting out all sorts of gunk. It looks like he's going to end up with a potential scar on his jaw. And then he's going to beat this rat a couple of times.
Yeah, reminder, he's got flurry with his tankard.
He does have flurry with his tankard because it is a close weapon. Excuse me. All right, so 1d20 plus... Here we go. 1d20 plus 15, minus 2 for power attack, minus 2 for flurry, minus 2 for shaken. So that's minus 6, so plus 9. Natural 1. Would have hit. And a hit. And a miss. All right, so we got one good old smackaroony in there. And that smackaroony does 1d D6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4. Correct me if I'm wrong, Marty. I think sickened is also weapon damage rolls. Or sorry, sickened is shaken isn't. Shaken is yeah, sickened yeah. So shaken is attack rolls, not weapon damage rolls. Perfect. All right. So Kahren slaps him up for 14 damage. The rat absorbs 4 of it, takes 10 damage. It is now bloodied.
He had his mutagen running?
He did drink his mutagen.
And was he raging?
He is raging. 5 strength plus 4 for plus 2 for mutagen plus 2 for rage plus 4 for power attack, and he rolled a 1 on a d6.
Okay. Yeah.
And he hit 1 out of 3 attacks. And almost had a critical fumble.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good round. Jin She.
Oh, these rats are fucking awful. That guy is a little far. There's not much room down here.
Yeah, you see Mama Rat is also squeezing, and thus the prone
So
sort of...
he could be here and still squeezing?
Yeah, it's squeeze. You can squeeze as long as none of your dimensions are cut by more than half.
Okay. So he'll take an action to move up to here.
Okay.
He can reach all the rats with his unarmed strikes. However, does he want to?
Start here and go here. So that big mama rat comes over here.
He will pull out his spear so that he can AOO the mother rat when she comes floating closer.
That's right. That's right.
And then I guess we're going to, I don't know, attempt to clobber one of the injured rats, the really injured one in front of Kahren.
Yep.
We're gonna stunning fist it.
Okay.
This isn't gonna be great because of the squeezing. It's -4 for squeezing. AC 7.
Nope. I know they're gross, Jin She. They taste even worse.
All right, that's it.
Okay. Speaking of Mama Rat, Mama Rat with the undulating belly crawls.
Take the AOO.
Murderize it. Come on.
Yeah, with my +5 bonus to hit.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. Go for it.
AC 7.
Nope. Even whilst prone. Okay. The rat with surprising speed and vigor is going to lash out over the young males to snap at either Banta or Kahren. One is Banta, 2 is Kahren. It's Kahren. I don't know why I roll things. Don't worry, Ahmed, you're involved.
I don't know why I was so upset at being last in initiative. It was working out for me pretty well.
Okay, with the penalty for being prone, it's going to vital strike a bite at Kahren.
His AC's 25. Oh my god. Fuck.
Oh! Okay.
Mutagen and his +4 Masterwork Heavy Steel Shield still doesn't do it.
All right. Okay, I will. The damage is. Oh God. 20 damage. We have spells with the heavy steel shield. We're going to block with it just to not take as much damage. So shield 1 dent.
And that blocks 11 hardness.
And then 9 damage. And I will, for the sake of rolling dice, roll against a potential problem associated with being bit, and I'm just rolling dice for fun. Oh, and
you new to fight. Why are
Wait.
you here?
you shut your mouth. We're supposed to be down here lifting stones. These aren't stones. Yeah, Karen's having a bit of a freak out in the Bilge. She's being criticized by the stinky man. Sun Wu,
This is not how you fight.
you pop your head out of your rope trick, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so he's gonna.
So you know basically what's happening below the rope trick in a space like this. So you pop out and you basically end up seeing what's happening. Like, but you pop your head out first before you know what's happening further down the.
Yeah, so it's 5 foot step out.
Okay.
Oh, we're not doing too good, are we? What are you doing?
Karen is currently has a smaller rat grabbed onto onto his chest area that he's currently in a grapple with, bashing it with a mug, while his lower torso and shield are being chomped on by a massive mama rat.
Okay. I think we're using an alchemist bomb.
Okay.
On the mama rat. Where are the 2 hits for him? All right, alchemical device. -2 for sicken. Nat 20.
Okay.
Nice.
It is critable.
That's net +10. AC 13 touch.
Not against it doesn't, no. He's not enough.
Okay.
It's
We're
fighting
attacking,
from the prone position.
Yeah,
so.
we're attacking that square.
Okay.
All right, so the bomb damage to the mama. Is 15.
Okay, there's horrible squealing sounds as the massive giant rat undulates and twists.
And there's a reflex save DC 19 for these three rats.
Because they're partially underwater, they're going to get +2s on the reflex saves. But they are. All right.
Seriously?
They all pop
Seriously?
out of the water.
Fuck.
Exactly. The splash would have been 9 each.
Yep.
All right, and as our move action, we go back up into the rope trick. Basically, he let himself down with his tail attached to the rope and curls himself
What
back up.
what is Sunwoo saying or humming to himself in the blessed calm of the rope trick versus the chaos that's outside?
Oh, I don't want to bob for them apples.
Okay.
And he's still a bit sick, like seasick, so the smell of this place is probably not good.
Well, being in the rope trick, you're safe from the.
He got a whiff while he was down there.
No. But from the motion sickness.
Good point.
You could probably rest up there. Just saying.
He might start doing that.
Okay.
Why don't you just stay up there?
Kahren is no longer shaken. The unfortunate soul steps closer. You left me. Is then pointing at Kahren because Kahren might crack. Kahren doesn't crack. He's again shaken. Patrol. Okay. Banta.
What, you try to kill them that way they don't bite you. Okay. And drink from your mug. Eh?
Stop talking and start punching. Molgromere,
start,
get your stinky ass down here.
he's gonna start flurrying this one. And then if it dies, it'll move up to here, and then it'll continue onto this thing and then go up there.
Okay. They all have the same AC. You can just roll your attacks, and it's as they drop, you keep getting north.
There's a swift for another AC because I don't want to get bit by these assholes.
Okay. You have used both of your your drunken master bonus key points from the start of the fight have been used. Actions after this point, you'd start using your pool unless you drink more.
Do I have 2 stored up?
No, you only.
Is it half?
Oh,
I have 1, right?
You had 1. Okay, sorry. Then
So this is my this is my first one I used. My first
your first real one. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Perfecto. All right. So flurries.
I thought he could store more. I'm sorry.
Soon.
As he goes up in levels.
He's not.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So +9.
Roll the punching. The beating.
Fuck.
Okay.
Nope.
You miss twice.
Because this is awesome. That's why. 6.
You hit.
Boom. 14. D8 plus 14. The
damage is still really strong. 59 damage. The rat is still fighting. Yes, the rats have more hit points than you. All right. Got anything else? Or
I smell 5th level mark.
Yeah,
I'm out, man. I'm out. Of the 3 actions, I've used a swift.
Okay.
It's nothing else.
All right, the rats. I'm going to roll a D2 for the rat in the middle. We can just. Sorry, I'm going to click this.
Someone Someone deal with the.
I'm dealing with it right now. Just go away. I'm tired of this. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Anywho, the rat, the D2. 1 is Banta, 2 is Kahren. Hey, Kahren, you might not actually get eaten to death this round. All right.
Look, this is Comet. I need to dodge, huh? Dodge.
Okay.
making friends.
All right.
Use your hat. Try use your hat.
Okay, so you're bobbing and weaving and dancing and talking. All 3 of the little rats are using their last action to aid Mama Rat's next attack.
Oh shit! Whoa!
All right.
1.
Okay, against Banta first. All right, they are biting away. So this is AC 20, AC 22.
No good.
Okay, their second
Safe.
attacks. AC 16, AC 2.
Safe.
Their aids.
Oh no.
No aids. They're not able to interfere with you. Against Kahren. Natural 20.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
15 does not confirm.
Does not confirm.
God, that sucks. Let's try Banta first this time.
The second attack doesn't hit, and then the aid against Banta doesn't aid. The bitening against Kahren is D8 plus 5. 7 damage against Kahren. He's already used his actions. Kahren is now bloodied. Barely bloodied, but he's bloodied. All right. Those are the rats. Oh, yeah, and Crane has to make a roll against you got bit, so we're just gonna do one of these. Oh, okay. Molgromere.
It's gonna be a dirty boy coming out of here.
Mama bear.
Molgromere is going to. I'm just checking stuff. Stand up.
Okay.
Someone's looking down at Molgromere like,
No one saw that.
from the rope
Look,
trick.
Captain being in here with us, fighting with us. Go, Captain.
He moves there, and he will swift action, use his archaeologist luck, and attack. I guess rat number 2.
Okay.
Right here, we can all share and help in the destruction of that rat. I guess.
Get him.
17.
Hits.
Okay.
They're not that hard to hit. Just roll them like balls.
Yeah. All right.
The dice are like, no, horror story.
Well,
feel good.
three of us have penalties to hit right now. Sunwoo
Yeah.
because he's sick, Kahren because he's shaken, and Jin She because he's squeezing. So this is not they have advantage here.
Yes. This
For
is
27 points of damage.
How much?
27 points of damage.
Okay, it absorbs 4.
Oh, yeah.
A total of 23.
Molgromere hits like a truck.
Holy.
It's gonna be him and Black Dog trying to out hit each other. For the My extra dice versus Mark's extra bonuses.
All right, you got anything else, Molgromere, or is that your...
Stand up was an action, move was an action, attack was an action.
And then your swift was used as maintaining a song, or no? Or
Starting the archaeologist.
starting the archaeologist song. All right. Kahren, who is... had a bad day. All right, so we use another fervor to heal herself for 12.
Look at how Captain do it. This is how. Learn, huh?
How's Kahren doing?
So Kahren is no longer bloodied, but he may or may not have an illness of unspecified issue. He's got one hint.
The potion he does have in his tankard is a Cure Light Wounds potion, just as an FYI.
Ooh.
As part of doing the 2-weapon fighting with Flurry, you can attack with your main weapon and drink with your tankard.
He's carrying a shield in his tankard, though, I think.
So I think he punches with he whaps with the shield, which is a close weapon, group weapon, and then drinks. So I think it's shield bash.
He also has improved unarmed strike. He could kick. And
That's true. Yeah.
We'll kick. We'll kick. Kick and drink, because topping off our hit points, since
Probably
the
a good
dice
idea.
seem to be suggesting that he is the one who should die this day.
Well, you are
Yeah.
the one who left that poor soul to die down here.
Hey, why would I be in charge of the fucking village?
Unarmed 10, raging mutagen would be 14. If he's power attack -2,
It's
which
10.
would be
Because
12. And then shaken is
Taken.
Yeah.
So it's 2 number 1d20 plus 10. Punch you. 2 hits. And then 1 more punch. AC 17. Hit. Then we drink. So the Cure Light Wounds, I think it's a base Cure Light Wounds, so 9.
Yep.
Okay,
And
so
I'll
he's
just
got
cross that off.
perfect. 5. His unarmed strike is a D6.
It's a D6 because of War Priest. He has close weapon group weapon focus, so
1d6 plus
5.
9.
Rage and that would be 9. Yep.
Yeah. And then power attack, so 13. 14 damage. The rat absorbs 4, but is still knocked unconscious on the first attack. 69 damage. All right, anyways.
Funny.
It'll never not be funny. All right, and then the rest of the other attacks are going to go on the Molgromere special. So 2d6 plus.
Is your monkey with you, Mark?
No.
No. Okay.
32 damage from 2 more punches on the rat in the middle. Oh, it's very bloodied, but still awake.
See, you just needed Molgromere to lead you to victory.
Yeah,
He's kicking it, hiding behind his shield. That's all dented. Drinking his tankard. That's good looking around.
Jin She.
Jin She is all cramped. Are people injured? Karen's back up to 5 damage, and then no one else has any damage. All right, but there's this undead-looking dude, so we're going to channel positive energy to harm undead.
Okay.
As a standard.
Yeah, he's exactly 30 feet away from you.
10 damage. Will save DC 17.
Okay. All right. This man is heavily burned and bloodied by this. You can see him, I want to use the word skitzing out, but I'm pretty certain that's not the right way to say it. He's sort of like, his animations have become staggered, like he's not moving correctly. And you can see like bits of like his hair and bones sort of flare up. For a moment, it looks like he still has like human eyeballs.
And then we'll attack Mama Rat with the spear. The Masterwork large long spear. -4 for squeezing. AC 16.
AC 16 does stab squeezing Mama Rat.
For 14 damage.
Nice.
Okay, Mama Rat. I don't think she's taken any actions of that nature yet. Mama Rat will use her con to block 6 of that.
Wow. Okay.
So how much was it?
It was 14, so she
14.
takes 8.
8. Okay.
And I think Jin is done. And the positive energy didn't do anything to the rats?
The rats didn't look like they liked the positive energy, but it didn't actually burn them as if they're undead.
Okay, and then nothing happened to the water or the walls or anything down here?
Give me a perception check.
For Jin?
Yeah.
Come on, snake eyes. Not 20, 33.
You think that it actually was cleansing for the boat.
Okay, this is a good sign for our consecration plan.
Yeah, exactly. This should be good for the consecrate. Yeah, you suspect this makes you think the consecrate will work.
Let there be light in darkness, hope where there is none.
All right, Mama Rat. Mama Rat is going to aim and then vital strike.
Oh no.
We are going to aim and vital strike. Maybe she's not going to right herself. She's fine the way she is. It is how my big mama rolls. All right. Okay, so plus 11. All right, so we've got 3 targets. There were supposed to be a whole bunch of rats clinging on to Banta, but they're not. Kahren is scared, which is always a good sign. And we've got Molgromere, who's a killer. So 1 Molgromere, 2 Banta, 3 or 4 Kahren. Kahren.
She was attacking me, wasn't she?
You were supposed to be covered in rats aiding, but nothing happened. That didn't happen.
It must be Karen's sunny disposition.
Yeah. Well, it's his big glowing hat, which might be the problem. His head is a giant light bulb.
Like bolts to the flame.
AC 25 against Kahren. who has one dent. Okay, so Kahren gets chomped.
Mark, how do you aid AC? Do you just...
You're taking
your
action. You can do it with an action.
An action?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in the place of an attack, you can.
In place of an attack, yeah.
I think we're going to start aiding Karen's AC.
Kahren takes 18 damage.
Holy fuck.
Woof.
Bringing him to 23. You know what? We have to. We're going to cast a spell on our shield anyway. He's going to take a dent. He's going to dent until the wheels fall off. It's supposed to be a buckler anyway. All right. So,
horrible rats eating the edges of the shield.
All right, and then we're going to roll another roll of his fort save just for fun. Hey, look, another number that's not big enough to be the number he wants. Okay, Kahren being chomped by Mama Rat and by everything else in here that moves. Next in the initiative list is Sunwoo. Maybe they're doing better.
Yeah, Sunwoo will 5 foot step down, upside down.
Kahren is just getting absolutely mauled, although the rat in front of him is down. And Molgromere's sword is like halfway through, like more than halfway through the rat in front of him.
How are these rats not dead yet? Okay. He is going to stay suspended on the rope this round, so you can see what the fuck's going on.
Oh, there's a skeleton in the back.
Is an alchemist bomb a weapon?
Technically, an alchemist bomb is a weapon, and alchemist flasks are also a weapon, but they're specifically splash weapons.
Okay, so he's going to move action to use his alchemical weapon, which allows him to affix an alchemist flask to a weapon.
Oh, I see what you want to do.
I'm a read a thing real
You can
quick.
infuse a weapon or a piece of ammunition with a single harmful alchemical liquid or powder, such as an alchemist fire or sneezing power, as a move action. It consumes the alchemical item, but transfers the effect of the weapon.
It's called
Alchemical weapon is
no, it's a missile.
Discovery.
The discovery is.
It is part. It is a prestige
Grenadier
class
thing.
power from Grenadier.
Okay.
Or an archetype power from Grenadier.
All right, because the missile one I don't think applies because it has to be a missile weapon, right? Which Grenadier, Monster Codex or PFS?
They're both the same thing.
Okay, a chemical weapon, a weapon or piece of ammunition with a single harmful.
Okay. I'm trying to make his big kaboo.
Well, yeah, and give me a second. Because you throw them, and I think they're called splash weapons. And the question is, are splash weapons weapons? And you make another bombs. Bombs are blah. Bombs are unstable. They go inert. Okay. Liquid. Throw a splash weapon. A special attack. Bombs are considered weapons. They're considered weapons.
Cool.
Bombs are weapons.
Eat this, mama. Eat it. It's an extra die with an int bonus.
It can be all sorts of fun combinations, right?
All right, so we're going to spend a move action. Instead of crawling back up into the hole, we're going to basically stick a bomb onto a bomb. Big boom! And let's hope we don't roll a 1. Because that's how tonight's been going. -2. All right, touch attack on the mama. Same square. AC 23, touch attack.
Most heavily it has a hit.
Okay. And the extra damage is extra damage, so a bunch of the modifiers won't come into effect, but it's still